Greetings, YouTubers. It is time for it to begin. So, these little pollywogs think I'm going to be doing every episode of Regular Show Reviewed. Well, I, Menchie Len Guevara, am going to do this every episode of Regular Show Reviewed in some sort of concept. It's a little game I call Parts 1 and 2. Here's the way we do it. I talk about each episode of Regular Show from each season, seeing if I can get all of them. If the episodes are good, I'll give my thoughts and thesis on each and every one of them. But if they're bad, I'll show that they are bad episodes as irregular ones. A seal that belongs to any Regular Show episode, not wanting to exist, character development, and too much love. And since I'm the candidate for this job, let's get this over with. Get ready for the episode reviews you've been waiting for. Well, good thing I got that out of my system. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, every episode of Regular Show Review is going to be reviewed in some kind of format that I'm going to do, either parts. I will stream some episodes, like while I'm live streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links or regular arcade. I'll be talking about the episodes with the volume being on 0 for the game. So, let's start off with the episode that started it all. The Power. I just love this episode. It's really cool. The beginning where Rigby is wrestling this doll because it said some mean things about his mom. At least the person on TV, he's like in his doll form, and then Rigby's just like wrestling it. And I like this part of the episode. Oh, you want us to put the hurt on you? I think he wants me to put the hurt on him. I think he wants you to put the hurt on him. You think he wants me to put the hurt on him? Yes, I do. Oh. Never gets old. I think that's what did that put the hurt on him in the regular arcade. Do you guys think so? Yes, it's fun, but it got a hole in the wall. They do say that they're 23 years old and they shouldn't be busting holes through walls, so they're gonna get fired for this. Yes, I get the joke they have in there. So the only way to solve this, what do? They use a magic keyboard, which Rigby stole from a wizard, of course. Mordecai did say he wanted to date a girl named The Power, and then it's given that name. And they do these really cool dance numbers. I don't know if they're really dance numbers, but they just say this phrase. 5, 6, 7, 8. Give us a raise, loser. I don't know what it is, but I just think of the breakdancing a little bit, or whatever they do. They do it on Pops, they do it on Benson, it gives them $20 each, that's like $40. And then they say they could do anything they ever wanted, and then they start to play the keyboard and stuff, and then stuff magically appears. A fanny pack, a metal glove, a car, jump house, you name it. And all from playing this keyboard. That thing is magic. Magic. I don't know how Skips gets there, but he does say something that they shouldn't have done what they did. And Rigby thinks that, he knows about what happened in the house with the hole, and they do another number. I just think it's really cool. I'm gonna do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Using the power in your face, sending you back to your place. Don't look at our crotches while we synchronize our watches. Boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop. Beep, 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 beep. Synchronized. Go away, Skips. It's time for you to go away. It's time for you to go to your room. Yeah, Skips, it's time for you to go to the moon. Yeah, that misunderstanding got him sent to the moon. So Mordecai and Rigby tell Pops and Benson what's going on. They have to go to the moon to get Skips back. Rigby then sends other stuff to the moon, such as a bunch of baby ducks, a sewing machine that doesn't work, and a monster with the body of a raccoon, the head of beef burrito, and a blue jay tail. Okay, that's very random. So Rigby thinks that he should play the keyboard to make the monster go away, but then the batteries run out, and then I forgot to say, there's this one thing in the episode, ham boning, and he uses that to distract the monster. I will say in the beginning I like the ham boning part, but they kind of did it maybe a tiny little bit too much. I don't know, I love the ham boning, but it just doesn't do well with Mordecai. So the Hambone distracts the monster, Skips is saved, then they all play Rigby plays the keyboard, and then they all say, take us home, take us home, take us back to our home. They get sent back to the house, and then the keyboard gets destroyed, the $40 are returned, and then Benson tells him to clean up the mess or they're fired. He doesn't notice the hole in the wall, which is really weird. So Mordecai puts up a poster to cover it up, and then the episode ends just like that with a high five. No doubt this is a really good episode. Even though I think this episode's really funny, it's probably one of the best episodes so far. We're off to a pretty good start, and this is the first episode, actually. Now, let's do Just Set Up the Chairs. Now, this episode is about a kid's birthday party. It's unknown who it is. I think his name is Jimmy or whatever. No, I think it's Timmy or whatever. I don't know. They set up for a party, and then Benson tells Mordecai and Rigby to set up the chairs, which is a boring kind of job. And then they say they will set up the chairs, but next time they don't have to do it. So, they do set up the chairs. They do agree that it's boring, but they need to go do it so that way they can make Benson proud. Rigby thinks that Benson's having a good time, but no. He has to drive the kids, in a school bus while the birthday boy is actually being mean to him. I kind of feel bad for Benson. Meanwhile, you got Muscle Man and High Five Ghost picking up the special entertainment being both a clown and, a unicorn. No, a horse. Sorry, I just keep getting messed up. Guys! Clown with the horse. Clowns! I'm sorry, but seriously, that clown didn't have to be in that situation. Just give me a second. The duo notice that some of the chairs are missing and then they need to go to some kind of room to get it. But instead of finding chairs, they find an entire room filled with arcade machines. Ball of yarn, lemonade stand, hats for sale, clap like this, candle maker, deli dude, staring contest. 7 arcade games lined up in one. Wow, this is a callback to when the video game cabinets were around still in arcades. This is the same time as arcade games like Tekken or Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I had to say that. So they do take their break by playing video games, and Rigby just mashes the buttons while Mordecai is actually a pro at this. Oh wow, it looks like how J.J. Quintel was playing video games when he was young. Seriously, did you see his photos? He was actually rocking so hard at Guitar Hero on the floor, it really showed he was really enjoying it. So basically, that's basically J.J. Quintel in a Blue Jay body. J.J. Quintel's Mordecai. Yeah. However, Rigby does notice that there's one more game left, which is the Destroyer of Worlds, an out-of-order game. After, Rigby puts the blue wires next to the blue wires because the warning note said, in the name of all that is holy, don't connect the red wire to the blue wire. Rigby does this, unleashes another monster, which destroys everything, hence the name Destroyer of Worlds. Skips then tells him to distract it while he comes up with the plan. They distract it, then, Muscle Man and High Five Ghost bring the special entertainment. They get disintegrated by the Destroyer of Worlds. The kids start running away because they were dropped off by Benson. And then, Skips has these arcade machines, mashed together, and then, they create this video game boss, Lemon Chef. So Mordecai and Skips have the arms while Rigby has the legs. And, yeah, I guess the legs aren't really compatible with Rigby, so, Skips gets hurt, then Mordecai sees that the extra chairs are over in some other room, and then when he goes out there, Rigby says not to, but then Mordecai says we're not slackers, and he's almost about to die until Rigby saves him. With his button mashing saves the day! Thanks to Lemon Chef and Rigby. So the monster is destroyed, and then there's a cherry that the Lemon Chef eats, and then that's basically Mordecai and Rigby being confronted by Benson, saying that that's the last time they'll ever trust him with something trustworthy like the chairs. They say not to set up the chairs next time, and then after that they just, they say they're gonna take a break even though they're supposed to be cleaning up the mess that they did. It's another good episode. I do have to say that Caffeinated Carson Tickets is in the same kind of league. Yes, it's like the romance episode. Yes, it's Margaret's debut, but it doesn't really focus on it that much. It's basically about, Rigby wanted to go to a fist pump concert, but Mordecai just wants to go there because of Margaret, who he had a crush on. So they need to do these extra chores, which Benson told her to do in order to get money. But it turns out that the $50 tickets are sold out, and all that's left are the VIP passes, which cost more than $50. So he's willing to do more work, but they need to drink coffee in order to get everything done. They've been doing it throughout the episode, but they're running so low on coffee that somewhat the coffee's making them crash, and they're unable to work. And then they get confronted by this translator in a giant coffee bean, repeating its name. Oh great, is this referencing Pokemon? So yeah, Working for the Weekend by Loverboy plays in this episode, and it's kind of needed because they need that kind of music to help them work. They get the VIP passes with the money, and the translator and coffee bean make them sleep with chamomile tea, because apparently they wanted those VIP passes too, because it was part of the contract or something that they had to sign. Then after that, there's a chase going on. They get to the fist pump concert, and then Mordecai's eyes, okay, in this episode, it's really odd because Mordecai's eyes widen when it's like, a chainsaw? Are you serious? I mean, what's up with the chainsaw? I don't know what kind of animation error that was, but Mordecai's eyes just get so big. So yeah, they get the VIP passes, they're inside, the coffee bean and the translator are unable to go inside, and then, they go to the concert, Margaret's there with a boyfriend, and then, she gets upset at him. Muscle Man's over there too, waving his shirt. My gosh, like, we need this kind of humor in the episode. So then the fist pump concert starts, but then Mordecai falls asleep, and so does Rigby. They missed the concert! Oh my gosh, after all that work, all that effort they did, and they just fall asleep. I guess the coffee did crash. It's a good episode. I've done like 3 episodes so far. I'm sorry if it was kind of too short. I promise you I will get the rest of season 1 done, alright? Just be patient, alright? I gotta take my time, okay? 3 is enough. I'll do the next part. Just wait.